I want you to rate your happiness on a scale of 1 to 10 in your life. Now imagine your health and relationships get spoiled. Your wealth and home is taken away. Now, again, I want you to note down your level of happiness in this scenario. If your score dropped below 5, then my friend, there is a misconception of happiness. Let me tell you that research reveals that the lasting well being comes down to a formula. 50% is decided by the genetics, 10% by our external circumstances, and 40% by our actions and daily habits. So, if your score depends upon the 10% external circumstances, then you will never be able to experience the joy and bliss of life. And before we move forward, I want you to comment down your score. Let's see where you're starting from. Happiness is an emotional state of well being which is characterized by a sense of satisfaction and contentment. And we can cultivate it by simply aligning our inner self with the outer reality. Now, the question arises, how can we align our inner state with the outer reality? The answer is, ask yourself, who is responsible for your joy? Is it you or the external world? I have witnessed so many people who have the greatest challenges of life, be it physical, mental, emotional, financial, social. But you know what sets them apart? It is their willingness to be happy every single day because they understand something deeper. They understand that the external circumstances are not in our control. So the sagacity is to accept them the way they are and still choose happiness. I want you to close your eyes right now and think of a 5-year-old version of yourself. Were you happy then? Yes, of course you were. But then what changed? Difficult people came to your life and made your life even more tough. Isn't that true? No, it is not. When you were a kid, it was your emotional habit to be happy. Parents scolded, you cried for an hour or so, and then back to the default setting of happiness. Now, our default setting has changed. It has changed to worry, misery, and sadness. And that's the reason why, even after receiving 9 gifts from the universe, you still focus on that one bad thing that happened to you. And the fun fact is, by focusing on that one thing, you are manifesting more of it. Just like a magnet. Just like a magnet attracts another one. Similarly, you are a magnet to the worry, anxiety, and sadness in your life. So shift your energy from pessimistic to an optimistic one. Let me give you my example. So when I started working, I was not at all happy with my job. I used to crib and cry every single day. And it was like a battlefield. To compensate it, I started to eat more junk food, which resulted in disease and weight gain. And you know, when everything is falling apart, what's the first human instinct? It is blaming others. We start blaming other people, we start blaming the situations, and we start blaming the divine. And that's how all the 4 pillars of your life falls apart. But then one day, I had a chaotic day at work, and then, as usual, to compensate, I ordered some food, and it was terrible. Unfortunately, the day was filled with disappointments. But out of the blue, I decided that I cannot let this day get spoiled. So, what I did was I played the most cringy songs of Bollywood, played it, and danced for almost an hour. And you know what? That session rescued me from having a bad day. You must have heard that Ant Bhala to Sab Bhala. And even studies have shown that your experience is defined by how it ended. So when you decide not to let the circumstances break you, they can never do so. So end your day so beautifully that it becomes magical. I myself have adopted a bunch of happy habits in life that has changed me as a person, not just externally, but internally as well. The first one is the jar of joy. Get yourself an adorable jar and decorate it in such a way that you cannot resist it. Put it near your bed. Now, every night before you go to sleep, write down one good thing that happened to you on that particular day and put it into the jar. It can be as small as exchanging a smile with a stranger. It can be a gratitude, a sweet gesture, a sweet memory, or anything. Now, the second one is go back to your childhood. When 100 kids were asked about their meaning of happiness, you know what they said? They said, witnessing a rainbow, flowers, a pool party, happy faces, or helping others. That is happiness for them. And when the same question was asked to adults, 50% of them said happiness comes when they get rich. And the rest, they said happiness means fame for them, which means their happiness lies in future. Third one is intention. You must have the intention to be happy every single day. When you wake up, thank the universe for this life. Say that thank you for giving me this beautiful life full of happiness and satisfaction. You need to feel the happiness to attract it. Even water carries energy. So charge it with the intention of happiness and then drink it. And I bet you will start attracting happiness in your life. And the fourth one is do something that you love. You know, we all are working, but not with a purpose. Our happiness should lie in our work. That is when we'll be able to give our best in it. And then we try to chase joy on the weekends. Isn't that weird? So do what you love. Or even if you can't, at least spare some time for yourself to do what you love. It can be any sport, cooking, dancing, gym, exercise, anything. Channelize your energy where you find your joy. Now, I know that you're extremely busy and there's a lot on your plate, but if you adopt even one habit a month, you will start seeing difference. To bring a sense of satisfaction in life, you must build a strong foundation. And that foundation is of inner peace, happiness, and contentment. Still here in the video, then congratulations. Because by now, you have the key to happiness. Now it is your choice to unlock the door, open it, and elevate your life. Or you want to throw it away and get back to that miserable life. The choice is yours. Thank you so much. Hope it helps. Keep rising, keep aligning.